This poor young woman had to endure so much at the hands of this monster. And Cassie has been telling us all about it. Hello, my fam. It is Perez, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and your number one source for everything Diddy drama. Cassie saw her alleged abuser for the first time since breaking up in 2018 in court this week, and today was her second day on the stand. Let's get to it. Here is everything that has been happening this morning and afternoon. As they have done every day this week, Diddy's family was in court to support him. Thankfully, it was just his mother and sons today. His daughters have not shown up today. But they were there for the first part of this week. The day started off strong with prosecutors submitting a collection of exhibits into evidence. A hard drive that contains a lot of sensitive material from Cassie's devices. The judge has not yet ruled on who will see the freak-off videos because they will be shown. The government wants the jury to see the videos, but it also wants them sealed from the public, meaning that reporters and others in the courtroom will have very limited access. Some compromises have been put forward, such as playing just the audio for reporters in the courtroom. There is some value to that because the government has to prove that Cassie was coerced, and hearing what happened could provide some insight. Cassie took the stand, and the prosecutor is circling back on an incident with Suge Knight where she talked about Diddy interrupting a freak-off to go and confront his rival, but not before he went and got some pew-pews that he had in a safe. Prosecutors then played the hotel surveillance footage again. I think this is at least the 6th time they've shown it to the jury. The prosecutor is walking Cassie through this moment, which is a critical one. Why? Because it shows she wanted to get away. It shows he was dragging her back to the room. It shows she was not a willing participant. Cassie told the court that Diddy took all of her belongings, quote, he took all of my stuff, trying to prevent her from leaving and keeping her in the hotel for the freak-off. Cassie says that after she left the hotel, Diddy tried to enter her home, describing his attempts to come inside as chaos. He was outside the door banging, kicking, yelling, and banging, she claimed. A series of text messages were presented where Diddy was trying to get her to respond to him saying, call me. Yo, please call me. Call me for my kids and help. The court was also shown a selfie that Cassie took in an Uber on her way back to her apartment from the hotel. Federal prosecutors asked her to describe the photo, and she said it was a selfie with my fat lip, an injury, a result of his violence. She was wearing large sunglasses, and she said, I had a black eye underneath. I was trying to cover it. One of the many ways he held power over her, Cassie revealed that she was always worried that he'd get mad enough and release the recordings of the freak-offs. She said it could ruin everything that she'd worked for. Quote, I feared for my career. I feared for my family. It's just embarrassing. It's horrible and disgusting. No one should do that to anyone. Cassie reveals that Diddy was very serious about the filming of these freak-offs. She says they became private pornography shoots with Diddy setting up video equipment. It was very like corn, she said. I was an object being heavily objectified by men in that scenario. Cassie says that whenever she tried to fight back against Diddy, it would make him more violent. In general, throughout their relationship, she said there were times she did try to fight back when Combs hit her. She said she did so more in the beginning of their relationship. Quote, I learned that it could escalate the fight more and make it worse for myself. When she fought back, Cassie said it would make him more violent, make him stronger, make him want to push me harder in that situation. Thankfully, when he went to her apartment and was banging and knocking and kicking and trying to get in, he wasn't able to. Diddy kept trying to get Cassie to go back to the hotel, and he texted her to come because the police were on their way and she needed to return. But the police had not actually been called. She texted back to him, I have a premiere Monday for the biggest thing I've ever done in my life. I have a black eye and a fat lip. You are sick to think it's okay to do what you've done. Cassie then gave some specific instances where he used the freak off videos to control her. She said that she was dating someone other than Diddy at one point, and in response, he threatened to release freak off videos. Combs said that she would have to answer to her mother about them, and she would feel shame, she testified. More pictures were shown to the jury from the premiere of her movie, where you could see visible bruising on her shoulder and visible bruising on her right shin. Whoa. And it wasn't just in hotels or at his place or her place. Cassie says that Diddy would convince her and push her to go to sex clubs or swingers clubs in Las Vegas and Los Angeles. At least once, she said that one of the escorts who participated in freak-offs came along. She said she had sex with the escort at the sex club. Cassie says that she told Diddy that going to these sex clubs made her uncomfortable. Quote, I'm not into seeing the person you're in love with somebody else. Cassie said that he responded by continuing to push for it. Then, after she was done with these freak-offs, she said that she would try to recover by taking IV fluids, getting massages, and having a chef cook meals. Whoa. She says that she developed an opioid addiction from using them after freak-offs as a coping mechanism. Opioids make me feel numb, which is why I relied on them so heavily. She said she developed urinary tract infections frequently from the sexual experiences. After freak-offs, she said she felt emotionally just really empty, and I felt just gross. She said she also felt like I did my job. Oh my God. And she's not done. We still have a lot more of Cassie's testimony today. I will share with you all of that in another video. So while you wait for that, let's discuss everything that we have learned in this video in the comment section.